Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and discovering that something impossible has happened. For just 1 second, Earth stopped spinning. Not a minute, not an hour, just 1 second. At first, that doesn't sound very scary. After all, we barely notice a single second passing in our daily lives. But what if I told you that 1 second could be enough to trigger one of the greatest disasters imaginable? To understand why, we need to realize something most people never think about. Right now, as you're watching this video, you're moving incredibly fast. You might feel like you're sitting still, but you're not. Earth is constantly spinning beneath your feet. At the equator, our planet rotates at roughly 1,670 kilometers per hour. That's faster than many passenger airplanes. And yet we don't feel that speed because everything around us is moving together. The buildings, the oceans, the atmosphere, even the chair you're sitting on. Everything is traveling at the same speed. Now imagine that. Without warning, Earth suddenly stops. The ground stops moving instantly. But you don't. According to Newton's first law of motion, an object in motion remains in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. That means your body would continue moving at incredible speed while the Earth beneath you suddenly comes to a halt. The result would be catastrophic. People could be thrown forward with tremendous force. Cars would continue racing across roads. Trains could derail. Objects everywhere would become dangerous projectiles. In some regions, the destruction would begin before people even understood what happened. Entire cities could experience chaos in less than a second. Skyscrapers would shake. Glass could shatter. Infrastructure would be pushed beyond its limits. And unfortunately, that would only be the beginning. Because the atmosphere would become one of humanity's greatest threats. Earth's air rotates together with the planet. When the ground stops, the atmosphere wouldn't stop immediately. It would continue moving. Imagine winds moving faster than the most powerful hurricanes ever recorded. Imagine storms so violent that buildings are stripped apart, trees uprooted, power lines destroyed, debris flying through the air at deadly speeds. Many regions could be transformed into disaster zones almost instantly. But even that isn't the worst part. The oceans would unleash unimaginable destruction. Right now, every ocean on Earth is moving along with the planet. If Earth suddenly stopped spinning, the water would continue moving. Billions upon billions of tons of water rushing forward. The result could be giant tsunamis unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. Massive walls of water could race across coastlines. Cities near the ocean would face enormous danger. Ports, beaches, and entire communities could be swallowed by waves. Maps of the world might look completely different afterward, but the effects wouldn't stop there. Earth's rotation helps shape weather patterns around the globe. It influences winds, ocean currents, and climate systems. A sudden stop would throw these systems into chaos. Storms could develop in unexpected regions. Temperatures might change dramatically. Weather patterns that have existed for thousands of years could be disrupted. And then there is modern technology. Human civilization depends heavily on satellites, GPS navigation, communication systems, weather forecasting, internet infrastructure. Many of these systems rely on precise calculations involving Earth's movement. A sudden change could create disruptions around the world. Flights might be affected. Navigation systems could experience errors. Communication networks could struggle to adapt. For a modern civilization built on technology, the consequences would be enormous. Now let's take the scenario even further. What if Earth didn't stop for 1 second? What if it stopped forever? The planet we know today would become completely different. One side of Earth would permanently face the sun. The other side would remain in darkness. One half of the planet could become unbearably hot. The other could become freezing cold. Agriculture would collapse in many regions. Ecosystems would struggle to survive. Entire populations might need to relocate. Civilization would face one of the greatest challenges in human history. Thankfully, there is some good news. This scenario is extremely unlikely. Earth cannot simply stop spinning overnight. The amount of energy required would be almost impossible to imagine. The laws of physics make such an event extraordinarily unlikely. But this thought experiment reveals something fascinating. Our lives depend on Earth's rotation far more than most people realize. Every sunrise, every sunset, every season, every weather pattern, every day of our lives is connected to the steady rotation of our planet. It's one of the reasons Earth remains a place where life can thrive. So the next time you step outside and look at the sky, remember this. You're standing on a giant world spinning through space at incredible speed. A speed so great that if it suddenly stopped for even 1 second, the world would never be the same. And that's what makes our planet one of the most extraordinary places in the universe. Subscribe to AstroX for more mind-bending science and space mysteries.